You're listening to the Disnerd Universal Podcast, where I'll give you the latest news, rumors, refurbishments, and other things that make Disney, Universal Studios, and Islands of Adventures a part of our lives. So grab that drink, sit back, and let's discuss theme parks. Greetings and salutations. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is show number 34, and it is Thursday, the 23rd of August. And I know I did a show pretty much a couple of days ago, so it's back to back. But I wanted to get some things out there that I just saw, and a correction that I have to make. Because I'm not going to be able to do a podcast for maybe another week or so. So just wanted to get this out there. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys again for joining me. I'm going to take a small break, and I will be back with the show. All right, boys and girls, thanks for waiting for me. Well, you didn't really wait much because it was like a hop, skip, and a jump for you. Anyways, all right, so let's get started. First, I want to give you guys a correct myself. I told you that Aventura Hotel at Universal Orlando has not opened yet. It actually has. It opened on August 16 of this month, so it's August, obviously. We're in August. And the starting rate is $116 per night. And it is actually a modern and stylish place to stay at. It's within walking distance of Universal's Volcano Bay. And it offers like amazing views of like the 3 Universal theme parks. And it's underscored by a design that's brilliant, free-flowing, and calming. It's basically kind of like your chill zone and your party place, your hangout, your refuge. It's pretty cool. So there is an introductory offer of $50 dining credit, and you basically receive that credit per room when you stay 4 nights or longer. So get on the website universalorlando.com and check out Aventura Hotel. It's really amazing. There is from what I was told, there is going to be a bar on the top of the hotel, which I would love to check it out. and also from what I heard, the room service will be brought up to your room by an actual robot. So stay there and let me know how that goes. I would love to do that. That's amazing. So anyway, so that's a correction. I do apologize about giving you wrong info. Oh, and before I continue, I just recorded a new ending to the show. I just wanted to let you guys know that the podcast is on iTunes. It's on Stitcher Radio. It's on Podbean or podbean.com, whether you have the app or, you go to the website. And it is now on Spotify. So if you guys, I know a couple of people have been asking me if it was on Spotify, and it is now on Spotify, so you can download that on Spotify. All right, moving on. Let's talk about bongos at Disney Springs. I heard that it's just a rumor right now. It hasn't been announced, but that and a couple other restaurants that I can't confirm right now, they are going to be closing, and I'm not sure what it's going to make way for, but more than likely next year they will be announcing this and a couple of other restaurant chains or restaurants themselves that are going to be closing at Disney Springs. So I just wanted to bring that up. Let me see. The next thing is that there's... let me see here. Sorry. I just want to make sure I don't hop over anything else. Okay, so there is a new ramp, a new speed ramp exit. The speed ramp exit at the at Space Mountain. It's actually the exit is closed, and because of the construction going on at the exit of Space Mountain, you're no longer exiting through the gift shop like you normally would, or like you basically go through like there's just like an emergency exit. So you basically go behind the building over the railroad tracks, and once you get to the railroad tracks, there's going to be a cast member or several cast members there making sure that you guys cross safely, because obviously you have to be careful because the train is still going to be functioning until they completely stop it to continue the construction for Tron, for the roller coaster. So when you're around that area, you could actually see the construction that's going on for Tron. It kind of, I'm not sure if they're going to do it, but it kind of will be kind of cool to keep that exit, for the future. And then you have the one exit that goes out through the gift shop, and then you have the other exit that goes out to Tron. So that would be really cool. Let me just see here. It says the speed ramp exit is walled off, and it just says it's a temporary pathway. So let me see. This is WDW News Today, and it says the fact that there's a drywall put up and construction door, as if this refurbishment is planned to take a long time. So who knows how long it's going to take, but just know that you're not going to exit through the gift shop anymore. And if you're exiting Space Mountain, you're now being routed backstage. So via the temporary bridge to the crossing of the railroad tracks. So again, it'll be really cool if they kind of kept it for future reference. So now, speaking of temporary, let's talk about this issue with the bus stop at Hollywood Studios. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but they have it's pretty much because of the gondolas, or whatever, those things that are I don't know if you've seen the posts or whatever. They're huge, and the gondolas and all that is moving, is shifted the bus stop. So this is pretty funny. So basically, okay, let's say for example, the farthest bus stop. Okay, let's say number 1 is the farthest from the entrance of the park. It could take you up to, and this is up to, obviously if you walk really slow, it's going to take you longer, but it could take you up to 30 minutes to walk from that bus stop all the way to the front of the park. Now tell me that's not ridiculous. Let me see here. So if you're visiting the Hollywood Studios, just be aware, okay? If you're going to arrive by bus, there is this temporary whatever bus, there's a drop-off pickup area that just opened up while the old one is under construction. So it's about a half a mile. So if you guys don't know, if you've never ran anything, you never walked half a mile, if you've driven half a mile, you know exactly how far that is. Walking, like I said, it could take you 30 minutes. It took an experienced and fast runner 20 minutes to walk from the bus stop number one to the entrance of the park. Now, that bus is the closest one to the entrance, so I guess it was the other way around. This guest arrived on the bus from the Pop Century Resort, which was assigned to the bus stop number one, and happened to notice that the deluxe resorts were assigned to the highest number, so they'd be obviously closer because they don't want those fancy people to walk so much. So the Skyliner, that's what it's called, not the gondola. Well, maybe they're called gondolas, but it's a Skyliner. Let me see here. So, okay, so here's the funny part. There is it's called a cool bus, like hot, not hot, but cool. And it's been parked around the bus stop number 19. And it's pretty much inviting guests to step in and cool off if they need to. Think about that. That's a little crazy. So just be aware, if you're going to Hollywood Studios and you are going by bus, be prepared to walk. If you're having problems, I suggest you maybe talk to the bus driver, and maybe he'll give you some information. If you can't walk that far and you need a wheelchair, I'm sure they're going to have wheelchairs there for you guys and stuff like that. So obviously we know this is temporary, but we don't have an estimate of like an end date. So just make sure you guys, obviously you're going to the parks anyways. So just bring your water, bring your sunscreen. And even you could take umbrellas. Remember, you could take umbrellas into the park so you could shade yourself. So, yeah, so this is pretty ridiculous. But just be aware of that. Be aware that it's going to happen. And, there's really nothing you can do about it. You could just drive your car, if anything, and take a tram. Which, by the way, they should put a tram and just take you down the sidewalk. All right, moving on. Let's talk about one thing that I forgot to mention last podcast about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and DVC members. So DVC members can take advantage of early admission as of this year. Obviously started already on Friday. So typically guests with party wristbands can enter Magic Kingdom beginning at 4 on party days, when the party starts at 7, but you could go in at 4. So along with discounted party tickets, DVC members will be able to enter the Magic Kingdom at 2 p.m., which is 2 hours before. Now, let me see what else here. No, it's all the same stuff. So, just, in case you guys didn't know that, just DVC members get to go in at 2. Something that, some weirdness, I was booking fast passes, because you could book fast passes. Show me the Carfax. You could book fast passes before 7 p.m., basically before the party starts. So if you are a DVC member, you're in F2. If you're a regular, you buy your ticket regularly, you go in at 4. So you can book fast passes if you're a DVC member from 2 to 7, or a regular from 4 to 7. Now, I just booked some fast passes, and I was able to book a fast pass at $250. So I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if maybe they don't understand that I'm not a DVC member, but I'll see what happens. I'm going to be going mid-September, so I'll let you guys know if I'm able to get in, or if you can do that. Either way, I'm going to be reviewing the party after I go. So it's the end of September. So yeah, that's really weird. It kind of caught me off guard. So which is good, because we get to go in the park earlier. Even though I'm an annual pass member, it doesn't matter. My sister's not anymore, so that we have to make sure we be careful about that. So anyway, so that's it. Yeah, DVC members, you're able to go in at 2 p.m. versus 4. Don't know about us, so we'll see when the time comes. All right, so this next and almost last, God, I told you this episode was really fast. This is actually really good on Disney's part. I'm not sure why they're doing it. I'm not sure what they're gonna get from it. But Disney has launched a full tuition program. So they officially announced the program will be named Disney Aspire. Now, the new program is going to be 100% tuition paid education investment program for more than 80,000 hourly cast members. Full-time and part-time cast members based in the United States are eligible for the new program. And, by the way, this is launching in the fall, okay? Which is literally around the corner. Can't wait. So cast members will have their tuition paid up front, allowing them to have access to a variety of online courses across a new network of schools. So, online only? Anyways, in addition to the cost of tuition, the cost of textbooks will be reimbursed. While the initial investment was $50 million, Disney has pledged to make up to $25 million annually to keep the program running. They partnered with Guild Education to make Disney Aspire a reality, and cast members will have access to personalized coaching from experts at Guild Education to help them navigate the entire process. Guild Education has also partnered with other large corporations, including Walmart and Chipotle. Now, Senior Executive Vice President Jane Parker said, quote, "At the Walt Disney Company, we strive to empower and support employees in their professional and personal lives. We are constantly looking at ways to help people realize their ambitions and fulfill their dreams. This program is the latest in that effort," unquote. So from what I understand, it's online courses only. So you're obviously not going to an actual class. either way, I mean, like I said, I don't know what they're going to gain back from this, but it's a good thing that they're doing this, because I would try it if I've worked for Disney and I was able to. But good for them. Good for them. And if you're interested, get out there and call them, sign up. I don't know how that works, but there's really not much information about that right now. But that's pretty much what they've announced, and it's going to be coming out in the fall. So that's next month. All right. Let me see. So I have one more little ditty for you. So Pandora in Animal Kingdom, the land of Avatar, has a kind of like a counter service window. It's called Pangu Pangu, and that's where I get my favorite beer, either there or at Satuli Canteen, which is not the Moara, but the green grog, the grog ale pale, whatever the heck it's called. So they also have frozen beverages, which is the Moara margarita, and they also have this thing called the Night Blossom, which is like a margarita, but it has no alcohol, and it has boba balls, like the little clear. I don't even know what they taste like. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't really say what they have. Oh, passion fruit. Yeah, it has passion fruit inside. So in the little balls. So they actually took that Night Blossom and they added rum to it. So now it's called the Rum Blossom. So you have the Night Blossom, the Rum Blossom, and the Moara Margarita. Now, on the menu, they used to have these egg roll style snacks, which had pineapple and cream cheese in a wonton wrapper. So they are no longer available. Not sure why, because they were very popular. So someone checked with a cast member, and they do still have a few lumpias on hand for a few more orders. But once they're gone, they're gone. Now, the cast member that this one person spoke to shared that they did not believe this to be a temporary change, but did not know which, like, with absolute certainty. So they weren't really sure. So nobody knows what the heck's going on. Apparently, these are just gone, and I never got to try it, and it's pretty much, pineapple and cream cheese. That sounds really good. But anyways, just wanted to let you know that is no longer on the menu. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have as far as, the news that I wanted to throw at you. I wanted to also, like I said, let you know that I'm on Spotify now. And that's pretty much it. So I won't be recording another one for maybe a week and a half. So, yeah. So anyway, all right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and sorry I'm rambling on. I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything covered that I wanted to cover with you. All right, thank you so much. You guys have a great weekend, and stay safe. Cheers. Thanks so much for joining today's podcast. You can find me on Facebook at Disnerd Universal and on Instagram at Disnerd_Universal. You can download Disnerd Universal Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, and now on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to it so you don't miss any episodes whatsoever. As the great Dumbledore said, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if only one remembers to turn on the light. See you next time.